Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Shri Ramachandra, Jai Shri Lakshmi Narasimha. So, dear friends, today I would like to gather a few facts about Indian mallow, another medicinal herb. It is commonly known as Indian mallow in English, Atibala in Sanskrit, Kanghi in Hindi, Tuttichedi in Tamil, Duvenakayalu in Telugu, Velluram in Malayalam, Tuttigida in Kannada, Petari in Marathi, Kansaki in Gujarati and Pottery in Bengali. So I'm sorry if my pronunciation is wrong in a few languages. So its botanical name, or rather Latin name, is Abutilon indicum, and it is from the family Malvaceae. This plant is commonly found in southern Asia and parts of Southeast Asia, for example India, and it loves growing in warm and humid tropics. It's generally found in roadsides and lakesides, beaches and sunny spots, disturbed and dry sides and wastelands, as well as upland fields. Besides, Indian mallow can grow up to 2 meters tall, and the plant has long tap roots colored light brown, which have smooth outer surface with dot-like lenticles. The roots possess thin barks that can be easily peeled off. The leaves are simple, alternate, stipulate, acute, broadly ovate, cordate at the base, irregularly and coarsely dentate, and 2 to 5 centimeters long. The plant also possesses long petioles which are up to 7 centimeters long. Unfortunately, it's not the flowering season of this plant, so I couldn't show you the flowers. Though the flowers are bisexual and solitary and axillary, they also comprise of 5 fused and cup-shaped calyx lobes which are shallow and apiculate. They are also 2.5 cm in diameter. Well, these are the fruits of this plant. So these have 11 to 20 carpels which form conspicuous and spreading beaks. They are young while they are green, and later they become old when they are brown or dark brown or black colored. So these are the seeds, and they are pubescent and tuberculate, which possess minutely stellate hairs, and they are black or dark brown in color. So let's start with a few medicinal benefits of this amazing plant, Indian mallow. So inflammation in piles is common, and a simple remedy for this is to heat a few Indian mallow leaves, 1 or 2, in some castor oil on a pan, and then apply slight compression on the affected area. So you can also try having some Indian mallow leaf decoction, which is made by boiling 5 to 6 leaves in some water and then boiling it until the liquid turns half. So that is the decoction. You can strain it and drink it. So this is also helpful in curing inflammation in piles. For bleeding gums and toothache, you can have some Indian mallow leaves plucked and then boil it in some water, and then add some alum salt in it, and then gargle with this solution. So you can do it twice or thrice in a day for these oral issues. So for all types of mouth problems, I think Indian mallow is a very good remedy. So it can also help for treating open wounds. So what you can do is to take a few Indian mallow leaves, grind them as a paste, mix them with some turmeric and tie it in a cloth and put it as a poultice if it is a huge wound, or you can even apply it directly on the wound if it is a small scratch or cut. So for ulcers, you can just boil some Indian mallow leaves in water as a decoction along with some glutinous rice, and when the mixture becomes like slightly sticky, you can apply it on the ulcer, and it will help the ulcers to heal faster. So Indian mallow leaf extract can also be administered orally if a snake has bitten. So this can also help alongside. And eating some Indian mallow leaves which are fried in ghee along with some rice can also help in piles. Grind a few leaves in some water, little water, a few drops, and then tie it as a poultice on any sprains if you have. So this can also help for epilepsy, so you can just pluck 1 or 2 leaves if they are tiny, and 1 if it is big. So you can just pluck it and chew 1 leaf every day. So this can also help in curing epilepsy. And if you have any liver toxins, then a simple remedy to push all the liver toxins out of your body is to pluck a few leaves and uproot a plant, remove the roots, cut them into pieces and grind them in a mixie jar, and then have the pure extract after straining this paste, and then drink 1 tablespoon of this juice every day. So this can help in pushing out all the liver toxins that you have in your body. So it can also help in facial paralysis if you have a cup of warm tea made of these leaves. So you can just pluck a few leaves, boil them in water, add any other ingredients if you would like, but please don't add the tea powder that you get from outside in packets. So you can add some palm sugar, organic palm sugar, and drink it up. So this can also help in facial paralysis. So for abscesses, you can apply the leaf paste. If it is burning like too much, then you can add some castor oil in it and then apply it. So for diabetes, the leaf powder can help. So 1 tablespoon of the leaf powder. So you can make the leaf powder after plucking a number of leaves, drying them in the sunlight, and then grinding them in a mixie jar. So this leaf powder can be stored in an airtight container, and it has its life up to 3 months or 4 months. So you can just take 1 tablespoon of this leaf powder and then eat it every day with a cup of warm water or a cup of milk. So this can help in curing diabetes. If you have ear pain, more very acute ear pain, or you have any bacterial infections in your ear, as the leaves are antibacterial and they have those properties, so you can take some pure extract of the leaf and then pour it into the ear, 1 or 2 drops. So the seeds are also very beneficial for infertility. So you can take some seeds powder like this. You can just pluck this, and inside each carpel you will find the seeds. So that has to be powdered, made into a powder, and then that powder can be used 1 tablespoon every day with equal quantity of honey for infertility. The seeds are also having aphrodisiac and laxative properties. They can also help in urinary disorders, chest infections, and bronchitis or bronchial asthma. So the stem bark has anthelmintic, diuretic, aphrodisiac, and even laxative properties. So the flowers are actually eaten raw in Arabia. Traditionally, you can also cook it, and you can find some recipes online, and you can cook some Indian mallow flowers, and it can be eaten with rice. Even the leaves can be made into chutney because they have a huge quantity of mucilage, which can also help in indigestion. The fruits are used in treating cold and cough as well as piles. So the roots can also be used in treating the same common cold, piles, gout, leprosy, and so on. So now let's see a few precautions before using this wonderful plant, because even nectar has its own downsides. So everything in more than the limit can actually cause harm rather than cure. So let us see. So the leaves are not actually much harmful. So you can take up to 30 leaves in a day. So the seeds are actually a little harmful, so they can cause some indigestion, nausea if taken above the limit. So now I will mention the limit. So the seeds can be taken up to 6 grams powder, and for the extract it can be taken up to 500 grams. So the roots powder can be taken up to 9 grams, and the extract of the roots can be taken up to 750 grams. The chemical constituents present in this plant are, for example, fumaric acids and amino acids, flavonoids like quercetin, and tannins, saponin glycosides, and alkaloids. So thank you. Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Shri Ramachandra, and Jai Shri Lakshmi Nasimha.